Doing research on your next vacation getaway can be time-consuming. First, you need to figure out where to go, then decide where to stay, then when to go. There are many decisions to make and a lot of choices available. We often use travel apps or websites to make the process quicker and easier. Well, you could follow a similar path when using financial ratios to invest in stocks. You can start by figuring out which sector or industry to invest in. Next, you can look for companies that you might want to invest in from that sector or industry by comparing key ratios. And then, you can figure out at what price you might be comfortable adding those stocks to your portfolio. TD Direct Investing clients can do all of this on Webroker, and we'll show you how. If you need a refresher on some of the common fundamental ratios, check out our lesson, 5 Financial Ratios to Help Estimate a Stock's Value. Okay, let's dive in. First, you need to decide where to invest. So, navigate to the Research menu and click on the Sectors and Industries tab. Here, you can compare sectors based on criteria such as price-to-earnings ratio, earnings per share growth, dividend yield, and price discount to book value. Different metrics might appeal to different types of investors. If you're a dividend investor, you might focus on dividend yield and growth to find stocks that generate reliable income. And if you're a value investor, you might gravitate towards price discount to book value to find stocks poised for a rebound. Click on a specific industry or sector to reveal individual stocks within that subcategory. Then, select a symbol to see a pop-up with some basic information about the stock. The Overview link takes you to its Overview page where you'll find the Fundamentals tab. There, you can dive deeper into the company's financial metrics. The Screeners tool is another way you can search for individual stocks within a sector or industry. You can create a custom screen based on specific ratios and other criteria of interest. For example, stocks in the restaurant industry with a high dividend yield and a low price-to-book ratio. Just run a screen to find companies that fit your needs. Then, you can visit their overview pages for a closer look at their fundamentals. The Fundamentals tab has 3 sections to help you size up a company: industry comparison, peer comparison, and financial statements. The Industry Comparison tab measures a company's key financial metrics relative to the industry average on a scale. It's like comparing a resort's amenities to similarly rated hotels in the area. The Peer Comparison section stacks up a company's key metrics against its main rivals. Think of it like comparing individual resorts side by side to gauge the pros and cons of each. The Financial Statements tool illustrates a company's financial data as reported in its annual or quarterly balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements. This can help you visualize trends over time to get a sense of how the business is performing. The last place in Webroker you might visit for fundamental metrics is the Reports tab. Here, investors can read analyst commentary about companies that can help you understand them on a deeper level. They're like online reviews of a resort that can give you a first-hand account of what your stay might be like. Now, how much fundamental research you ultimately decide to do is entirely up to you, just like the time and effort you put into planning your next holiday. Webroker can be your guide to valuable insights if you're willing to do some digging. And if you ever need some help finding your way around, you can venture into one of our masterclasses and ask our instructors a question.